What the fuck is up, party people? My name is Mystery, and welcome back to another episode of the FBL Podcast. And once again, I am joined with my co-host, Nick.
Hello.
And today we are joined by a very special guest, the only person I believe to 6-0 in all of singles, newcomer to the league, Brady. Say hello.
What's going on, guys? Happy to be here.
Yeah, we're happy to have you.
He's so nervous. You can tell he's so nervous.
Yeah, he's always shitting on himself in chat and then just decides to whip out the quick 6-0. So, you know, things you love to see. Things you don't love to see, me in last place currently.
I like that right now.
No, I'm sure you do. But yeah, definitely an entertaining week one, defined by hacks. I would say a lot of games were very hacksy. You know, it's just kind of the nature of Pokemon. It's going to happen sometimes. But yeah, what game do we want to get into first? We could just go in order of the coaches. Otherwise, anyone have anything in mind that you want to start with?
Just go down the list and
Okay. I mean, we could start with Carboni James then.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, so this game, looking at it from the start, I thought James had pretty good matchup, other than he had two ground types versus the Rillaboom team, which...
Yeah.
I was like, if he can work around Rillaboom, he should be able to win this. Ground switch-ins after Rillaboom die are terrible, Crocodile especially. And I don't know. I'm gonna play the video, or the replay. I think he did a really awful job getting rid of this Florges. We'll see. I'm gonna put it on fast. He let Mons Flygon. You'll see in a little bit. He lets the Drifloon just get back to full.
He
makes a good
doesn't play around. He doesn't play around Hazard. And you said, the Florges for sure.
He just he made a good play with the Milotic to get burned, but then after that, it was just I don't know. He fell so far behind, and then he uses Spit F Flygon well. I'm like, perfect. Doesn't EQ the Heatran, awesome, perfect. You love to see it. Well, and then you'll see here. I believe is it this turn? Yeah, this turn right here. He sacks his main Manectric counter to defog, and he just dies. I didn't
understand that one. He could have just won it.
That was a little question.
Yeah, sure. What you got?
Yeah, I didn't really like that switching a whole lot. I just felt like there was better answers to it. I know Krook is not a switch-in. Obviously not. Flygon's not a switch-in. Something I don't know, Milotic or
Scizor.
Coco. Or even Scizor even.
Yes, he had a Roost Scizor that he could have went to.
Yeah.
And then that was the thing too, is he saw how much Bullet Punch did to the Drifblim. He doesn't have knockoff, and he clicked SD. He clearly was using that as the Scizor switch-in. So I don't know. I think James definitely played very poorly in the beginning of the game. He definitely brought it back towards the end. Once again, he let this another Pokemon heal up to full. He was forced to use Crook as a Manectric counter. It was toxic. I told him it was either gonna be Signal Beam or toxic. He did get the Iron Tail play right though. That was pretty heat. I will give him that.
A lot.
What was the item on the Crook?
It was
I feel like knowing James, it might have been AV.
I think it was AV. I think that's what it was. It was full Spit of Flygon. I know that for sure, and that was meant to beat the Manectric. He does finally kill the fucking Florges. And then was it this play right here? Yeah, he clicks. This play was so bad. This is such a typical James play.
I don't know. That worked. It worked.
Yeah, no, I know,
yeah,
but
that was an awful play. It was an awful play. Yeah.
There's a Mega Manectric in front of you. This is such a I need to get back in the game James play. He does this at least once a game all the time, and it pisses me off beyond belief because I'll beat him in the early game, and then he'd pull some shit like this, and I end up losing or winning closer than it needs to be because he makes some stupid ass play.
My question is Carboni easily could have volt switched. It would have done at least 50 to this Milotic.
Oh yeah, no, I don't know why he didn't.
He's down to 20% after the burn. Why would he scald if anything?
Bro, if Crook comes in, it's taking rocks, toxic damage, and if I guess you lose momentum, but you could also just go to Rillaboom after
Krook
that.
Is compromised right now.
This set was super cool, by the way. I just wish he would have brought something that would have killed the Manectric, because he has the Adrenaline Orb, gets the speed, and then doesn't kill. And it's fuck.
That's what it was. I forgot.
Huh? What was that?
Do we know if that's a range? Maybe not.
I don't think it was.
I think just neutral close combat probably didn't kill at all.
I'm pretty sure he told me before the game he needed chip, and then he got it, but then he let it get wished up. So
yeah, I'm guessing he probably got around max roll. Is just what I would guess.
Yeah. Well, and then here,
like,
I think you should recover. I think, like, you know, you don't take enough from 1,000 arrows, like, recover up, but then he freezes, unthaws, and that was like a mix of emotions just instantly.
Yeah.
And then a lot of the rest of this game, it was just a ton of couldn't kill Driftblim.
Honestly, I've never seen someone have fits with
Driftblim.
And that one's super annoying, but like you've never seen it drafted.
Well, and the thing, it wasn't even Grassy Seed. It was like bulky. I thought that was cool by Carboni, not a mon you see a lot.
Yeah, like a cool tech for Scizor.
I'm shocked.
Mostly for Scizor, I guess.
Grassy Seed on Burden?
I'm sorry?
That would have been dope.
Oh, on
Grassy
Driftblim?
Seed on Burden.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I figured he would be, but no, he used it defensively.
Grassy.
Also, this was a roll. I want you to know, the bullet punch, he got like min-rolled on that.
That was a roll.
So, that's tough.
Cause he got superpower on Scizor.
Yeah, he won the game. If he needed like max roll to kill, but you know, and at that point, well, just kind of, you know, there's nothing he could do. He gets willed
down. The just did its thing. Yeah.
I mean, look, James has in his career never won a week 1. I don't know how he does it, but he's now at like 0-11 in week 1.
Week 1's not his thing.
Yeah, I don't think James played awful late game, but like his early game,
it was really tough to come back from, and then that Milotic play was huge, and then he wasn't enough to get back completely. He brought it like decently close, but you know, only so much you can do. But yeah, pretty solid win for Carboni. He's always a coach that drafts pretty bad teams and then still is a playoff team, so you know, it's just
he basically played safe all game, and because you know he could.
Yeah, and then 2 of the better coaches playing week 1. Jamal versus Harris. That's not a typical week 1 match you normally see.
This is like a matchup nightmare. Not gonna lie for Jamal. Like, I mean, yeah, he could have brought the Medi, but like, it's walled out by the Slowbro.
Yeah, I was gonna say Slowbro's right there, and then like you also, you know, if it's like Rocky Helmet and Amoonguss, like it can pivot around and shit. I don't know. I don't think it's like the best Medi game in the world. Torn was super tough for him. Zapdos would be great if the Stunfisk didn't exist. It's like the one good Stunfisk game.
Yeah, pretty much.
It would be cool if he was like Weather Ball, Rain Dance, Zapdos, but I get it. I mean, I don't know. I feel like that would have been pretty cool tech, like Hurricane, Thunder, Weather Ball.
Yeah, knowing Jamal though, he never would have brought something like that week 1, especially week 1 versus Harris.
I don't know. Like me personally, if I think my matchup's bad, I feel like that's the best time to pull out like really, really good tech. Is like, you know, throw your opponent off guard.
Yeah, I mean, usually I do the same way, but like, especially like if I play like a top tier opponent, I'm saving my best sets for playoffs because I know I'm probably gonna play them. But yet again, I've been burned in the past by, you know, like not bringing that and like, you know,
you miss out on differential and then you end up fighting somebody. Yeah, no,
there's someone like I have no reason fighting and had like an awful matchup. Yeah,
you know, then that's just part of the game.
No,
100%. That's I sometimes I bring too much tech and then that end up, you know, biting me in the ass. But a lot of this game was just he couldn't kill the Slowbro.
That Slowbro was awful. Yeah.
I don't think he did a great job of getting Gren in because like Gren could kind of do stuff. If it could get in, it could kind of kill stuff. Like if he could, I don't know, like kill the Amoonguss or just do something, you know, Ice Beam, whatever.
Yeah, I thought right there he could have won Gren, but yet again, he didn't want to risk like a non-Scarf Hydreigon living an Ice Beam and then dying a Draco.
He lost Zapdos so early.
Yeah, and Zapdos did, even with the Stunfisk could do stuff.
So when the Mawile SD'd, Jamal had no choice but to stack something, so I guess he just figured, you know, get damage off.
Yeah, and you get the para, which I think he did, right? Yeah, he did get the para.
Yeah, he got the para on it. Yeah, it was best case scenario for him.
Gets the freeze with Gren, and then sets up spikes.
A lot of freezes this week. A lot of freezes.
I don't know, man. Me personally, I don't think you set up spikes there. I feel like you just kill the fucking Amoonguss. Like it's, I don't know.
Yeah, you need to get back in this game.
So like, you saw like instant thaw there or last game, and then one turn this game. I think we had one like 8 turns later on, didn't we? Like,
yeah. What it was? Chris. God.
Yeah, that was like 4 or 5 turns.
Yeah, we'll talk about that game. I'm actually going to put it on hyperfast. This game, it's very long.
It's just Harris slowly whittling
and
his
unfortunately,
team,
he gets 2 hits on the fucking scale shot. 2 hits again.
Yeah.
It's just, frustrating.
You think you'd get 3 at one point.
No, yeah, he is like that fucking James Luck for his Garchomp. The most unlucky Garchomp I've ever seen. NCL Season 2 Garchomp. But yeah, I mean, the rest of this, Kangaskhan kind of put in work for a little bit here. But there's only so much.
If one got like a body, if one of it got like a body slam pair on the Amoonguss, it could have done more. But yeah.
Also, I'm really shocked no safety goggles Pokemon versus the Spore Amoonguss team. I thought that'd be like a pretty safe bring, like on somebody, maybe even the Zapdos. You always get in for free. I don't know. That was just the thought I had.
Harris is
safety glasses.
What'd you
Harris
say, Brady?
dropped in. Huh?
Safety glasses would have been nice. I agree.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Harris dropped the Amoonguss, and it's his transactions are active for week 2. So maybe Jamal was thinking, oh, Harris isn't going to bring this.
Yeah. While this game's going, I guess we could talk about that. He dropped Amoonguss for Slowking straight up.
I think so. Slowking Galar.
Yeah, Slowking Galar, I should say for sure.
He dropped Amoonguss and Altaria. I picked up Slowking Galar and Grotto.
Grotto, that's right. This is the Tristan transaction.
Right. The low tier grass returns for
for Harris.
Returns for him.
Low tier grass.
Yep.
I kind of think Amoonguss is better for this team.
See, a couple seasons ago, Harris had Amoonguss and he dropped it. I'm like, bro, you made your team worse. And because he like added Rose Raid or something, which in reality it could have helped the team. But I'm like, the Amoonguss was so annoying on his team.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yeah, you made it worse. And then that season, he got like smoked in playoffs round 1 or something. I'm like, hey, if you had that Amoonguss, I think you would have won that match.
Yeah. I mean, look, his team is still crazy good, but like, I don't know. I think Amoonguss maybe was better, but we'll see. I mean, it's still. Also, he's Slowking and Slowbro. That's funny.
Unfortunately, that is not a species class yet.
That's not.
All right. I think we could move on to Kyle versus Nick. This is again one of the crazier week 1 matches of like, wow, these like top tier coaches are playing week 1. Nick, going into this match, what did you think?
Victini, he has no Victini switching. The best thing he has is the arrow that's still going to die to Bolt Strike. If I had a chance to set up with Komodo, I'm pretty sure I just won. If Mew was chipped down, like I think like 15%. And then, honestly, this matchup was so hard to pick for. Other than Victini, it's just like he has the type null for, of course, Diancie. The Mew can be anything. Tapu Fini was annoying. And as you can see, I have no Zapdos switching.
Yeah, that's...
So it was basically, Kyle and I had the same mentality. We talked afterward. We had the same mentality going into the matches. Basically get in Victini or get in the Zapdos and just start clicking buttons.
Yeah, that's definitely fair. I'll let that play. You led the Victini, which, get your good mon in.
No reason.
I cannot believe he just stayed in. He just led.
So the only way... So for his set, the only way it killed is if I was banded. It just so happens I was banded.
Yeah, but like
wow.
that's a crazy mon to just let go in the first turn of, like, I was gonna say first few turns,
like,
the first turn of the game. Like,
yeah.
But like, who even switches into Bolt Strike?
That's, I mean,
it KO'd everything except like max defense Mew, and then like the type null.
Mm-hmm. Also, great job getting Toxic on the Zapdos, being Toxic Protect to deal with that, because that was a huge threat for you.
That was the only way I had to, chip it down. I forgot about Mirror Armor into Defiance.
Oh, I forgot about this.
Yeah, otherwise I 100% just got pinned down. I probably could have stacked the Corv there, but I needed the Corv for Aerodactyl over Swampert, because, better recovery-wise.
That's smart. I see that.
And then he U-turned. I remember that. Did he have a move to hit you or no?
I think he had Iron Head.
Okay.
It was 2 attacks for a Sleep Dog, I know that. And I didn't want to give him a chance to Sleep Dog.
Did you think he was Taunt Arrow when you U-turned on him?
No, I thought he was Pursuit Arrow the whole game until I finally got his set. Yeah, because I'm thinking he's going to be like bulky defensive or whatever for Victini. So he's gonna switch switch arrow in on B create and then pursuit and kill.
Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, I might just put this in hyperfast. This takes a really long time.
Yeah. A lot of it was like a taunt. It was like taunt mind games. Yeah. That was the first time I think I've ever brought taunt and used it in a match.
I mean, look, this Umbreon kind of put in work. I'm not gonna lie. Also, why did he never go to? I guess he was toxic Zapdos. Like, he was already toxic, but.
Oh, that Gyler Zapdos is compromised.
He can't really bring that in freely. I was thinking like maybe during this fucking thing he could have like got it in. Also, you paralyzed the fucking.
Pause it right here. Pause it right here.
Here, let me.
So, go back a couple turns. Go back to when the arrow first got parried.
So it should be this turn coming up. Because he roosts, and then you still do right 52.
Here, I win the match on the spot here, okay? There's no doubt I win the match on the spot, and then go to the next turn.
And then you para the Mew.
Yeah, if he doesn't get the synchronize, it was over. Victini just won there.
Yeah, that was kind of crazy.
So that's what made the game even harder.
Why was he flip turn?
It's just better momentum, I guess, to hit Victini super effective and Diancie.
I guess, yeah. Okay. So he was close combat and Thunderous Kick, wow.
Kyle definitely had advantage in this game about middle of the way, and that, my switch to Victini helped. That para really helped, though.
Mm-hmm. And then...
I was surprised. It took a while for the Aegislash to come in.
Yeah, he didn't really do a whole lot with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was expecting like close combat or something.
And then we're back to more taunt games.
Pretty much.
Or Mega Arrow type stuff.
Shout out to Umbreon though. Umbreon is the kill leader in D1 after
Umbreon kind of put in work. I did not think that was a very Umon, but it kind of did shit, That's my guy, Holes.
Umbreon, unfortunately, I have like a weird bond. It's part of my first championship team.
Okay.
Granted, it was on a rain team with Coco and Victini, but it still came. And then, of course, that para happened again.
Yeah.
So I just had to stall out the game with the Umbreon.
Why didn't he taunt here?
I think he was predicting. I don't know. Maybe.
I felt that was a miss. Oh, you didn't even click Wish. Okay, you know what?
There was so many taunt games. It's just like I just gotta get it. I just gotta kill this thing.
Yeah. Fair enough.
And then I just needed one para to win at this point.
And then you get it right there.
In my head, I was kind of thinking like Battle of the Crit, but I guess you're right. You only needed the para.
I mean, it definitely could have came down to that. If he crit like was he Stone Edge or was he only dueling beat? He was an Earthquake.
Yeah.
I mean, a pretty solid game. It was just long as fuck and kind of boring at the end. So yeah, but
yeah,
good solid game between two good players.
Like overall, it was just like if I don't get the para, or like if I don't get the para on the Mew, whole game's different.
Mm-hmm.
If my Victini doesn't get para, whole game's different. If my Arrow doesn't get para, whole game's different. Like it's whole different thing.
No,
it was a good week. Good week one.
But then, speaking of bad week one matches, mine. I played.
Oh, we got a body bag on the line here.
This is probably the worst. This is probably the worst I've played. Like in an FBL match to date. I misclicked 2 times, and that was really frustrating. And then just on top of that, I think I brought too much offense. I was really expecting the Beedrill. I did not think the Hariyama would be here at all, and I think that showed in the build.
Honestly, I don't know why the Beedrill didn't come. Ferrothorn's not that big of a threat to it.
Yeah, and I built a lot of the team around stopping Beedrill because it was really good against my team. I was also a little surprised the Ditto didn't come because I have a Dragapult. I was like maybe he would just try to copy me. Yeah, I don't know. There just was a few things I kind of disagree with his building, but overall I didn't play great. And I also did kind of unlucky with every Scald I burned was when I didn't need it to burn, and every Scald I clicked that didn't burn is when I wanted it to. I burned the Hariyama and Aromatisse first try, but then Zeraora switched in on me I think 3 times and didn't get burned, so I don't know, it's just kind of frustrating.
Yeah.
That's...
I should have known Lando was going to be the lead because his.
Bro, were you Scarf Cinderace?
Yeah.
Okay, I was about to say, like, this man's crazy if he didn't scout this Scarf Lando right now.
Yeah, no, I was Scarf, so I was pretty comfortable just switching in. And then he actually close combat in my sub, and I was pressure. I was like, oh, let me just, PP stall him out real quick. I thought he'd switch that turn. He gets burned, and he was fucking guts. I'm like, of course he is.
Oh, no.
And then he switches into Zorora. I meant to click sub here, I think. I forget. Yeah, because I clicked Scald that last turn. So that was like my first misclick. I'm like, fuck. Well, that kind of screws me over. I know I lived 2 Blaze Kicks with my spread. Actually, no. I think I lived a close combat into a Blaze Kick. It was some shit like that. So I leech. And then you go here. I'm going to put this shit on fast. Make the double so I can get rid of rocks. He goes to fucking Hariyama, and I'm going to die to a Stone Edge. And then he's fake out for whatever fucking reason. And
That's a good set.
No, it's not. So this is, I think, part 1 of him switching into Scald. Or was this part 2? No, this is part 1 of him switching into Scald and not getting burned. We'll see here in a second. Breaks the sub. Scald, no burn. I'm like, fuck. Okay, that sucks. But, not the end of the world. Just gotta protect. He's fucking bulk up. I'm like, oh, damn. Fuck. I think it took like 10 minutes on this turn. I'm like, fuck, dude. I'm like, this sucks. Like, I know I have to sack the Pharaoh just to get chip and then put it in range of like anybody, pretty much all the offense. What did I go to here after this? It was Cinderace. Yep. At that point, I had U-turn click for the longest time, but I'm like, I don't know. He's playing kind of weird. I'm like, he'll maybe stay in. No, he did not. Gets rid of rocks.
Why'd you put Gunshot there? Did you think Aroma was going to come in?
I thought maybe the Aromatisse and also killed the Zorora. But this play, this Absol play right here, all right? I'm kind of shocked. I was just like, I feel like he's not going to just click U-turn. I was like, he's probably going to click a move that would hurt me. And I was like, knockoff makes sense. I'm like, it's time to go get the boost. Nope.
Looking back, this Lando was a problem for you.
No, definitely. I agree. I put too much stock into Suicune being able to do everything. But then Suicune was forced to be like Hariyama is like his only check. So
no ice beam on the Absol?
No. +2 or +1 knockoff did like 70, so I was pretty comfortable with that.
Oh. Makes sense, yeah.
And then this turn. I was like, he probably doesn't want to stay in here. I'm like, I'm going to double the Dragapult. I think Slowking might come in. I was like, whatever. I don't know. This might have been a misplay. He just knock off, and I have to eat my Colper. And I'm like, well, this game is not going well. He finally gets in the Aromatisse. I don't know. I just, like I said, I prepped too hard for the Beedrill. Missed the Pyro because I don't even know why I try to use Cinderace anymore.
I don't know, bro. Just drop it at this point. It's not you. It's you guys lost your on. Without what's it called?
Libero.
Without Libero, it's over.
And then I'm just gonna kind of keep. Oh wait, was that the? Hold on. Was this? Oh, I clicked sub twice. Yeah, I meant to. It just really was not my game. I'll be honest. This is probably the worst I played in FBL. I think I'll be back. It's just, one of those games. I just didn't play well.
It's week 1.
Yeah. And still feeling out the team. I now have a much better fairy. I'm going to just put this on hyper fast and kind of let it go. I dropped Diancie for Sylveon straight up. I hit Nova up in the DMs. I'm like, yo, you trying to drop Regirock and trade for Diancie so you still have a rock and a fairy type? And he's like, no, but I will drop Sylveon. I'm like, oh, okay, Pog. And so pick that up.
Bro, this man Nova he made his team so worse.
Oh, hey, you know what? You might be right.
Yeah, another man's trash is another man's treasure.
I was pretty pleased with it, though. I'm like, you know what? We'll take it. Sylveon was the mon I really wanted before the draft, and now I have it. So I have a lot of the mons I really wanted to get before this draft. So, yeah, pretty solid overall.
Aromatisse just putting in the finest, though.
Yeah, Will alluded to that as well, that I sent my team to him, and he was like, you don't have a lot for Aromatisse. I'm like, I got Pharaoh and Cinderace, and no, not enough. But we shall see. I promise I will not bring no toxic mons from now on against Aromatisse.
I hate Aromatisse. It was so underwhelming for me in like one season. I had to like drop it midway through.
Mm-hmm.
It's always like
I can't stand Aromatisse.
it's always like my backup fairy. Like if my fairy gets sniped, I'm like, hey, go roll Matisse, that's fine.
It's not bad, and that was the mon you told me to pick up, and then you drafted it for Nintega, so fuck you.
I was next on his list, bro. I can't be scum and not take it for him.
Well, speaking of Nova, he got routed by Will.
This was. I really thought Nova had decent matchups too. Like where's the Ladio switch-in is literally a Wigglytuff.
It's only Wigglytuff. Of course, Lucky Will, crits first turn. That's just who he is.
Excadrill Excadrill runs house on this team. Like, come on.
Why was he Poison Jet? Oh, I guess it's better for Sylveon. That's kind of cool. Okay, but yo, this competitive Wigglytuff, bro. Jake was nutting in his pants. This shit went in. +4. He lives the waterfall bitch catch.
Why would he mega? Though?
Yeah, why? Why did he mega? I mean, it might not have lived anyway, but like.
Yeah,
also,
but still.
Poison jab.
I don't know why.
For what reason?
There was no reason to be poison jab.
Not boots. Fucking what's it called? Stupid Vikavolt.
I think Nova's just he's probably got to look at the format a little more since he hasn't played in a season.
Yeah. Missed the Draco, Lucky moves. Will going at it again, and then
not good.
And then is this? Yeah, he just sets up. I'm. Congratulations, Will. You win the setup again.
Oh no, Cosmic. No, wait, was that stored power? No, yeah. Stored power.
Yeah. Nova's transactions were he dropped his Sylveon and Regirock.
Yep.
For Togekiss and Toxic Croak.
Worse, definitely. I think Togekiss gives him another ground switch-in, though, which I actually don't hate for him. Like, because his main ground switch-in before was, like, on Mega Evolved Gyarados, getting a prediction right with Latios. I mean...
Well, he has the one Mold Breaker or Earthquake user, so that's probably...
No, I know, but, like, in terms of flying or ground switch-ins, it still was really bad.
Come on!
And the Vikavolt. I don't know. I mean, like, a Pokemon he's going to bring, his ground switch-ins were pretty bad. So I think Togekiss actually does help with that, maybe a little bit more than Sylveon.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it's worse, but I understand why he did it.
Which is funny because then he got another ground weak mon in Toxic Croak.
Yeah. Hey man, I didn't say I agreed with every part of that transaction. I'd rather give him like Machamp the GOAT. And then we go to the last game of the week. Look, okay, I got a horse in this race. I got a horse in this race. Let me talk for a second here, okay?
This whole match was a dumpster fire.
I love my boy Theo, okay? I really do. I don't think he played awful. Yes, did he make like 2 pretty bad plays? Yes. He's also extremely, first D1 game, he's talking to me before the game. I'm so nervous. I'm like, dude, you'll be fine. I think you built a really good team. And, I'm just sitting here watching this in call with Tristan. We're just kicking back. We're watching this game. I hate Robert. Oh, fuck. I left the volume on. Okay. Okay. Also, this Rotom was really tough for Theo. Just looking at it objectively, like, Ghost Electric was really good against Theo's team. There really wasn't a whole lot he could do. Toxics the Weezing and then gets Clear Smog because Theo thought it was regular Blastoise he forgot it was Mega Blastoise and couldn't be Shell Smash. So
yeah, he forgot.
Yeah, so he clicked Clear Smog expecting Shell Smash, which pretty bad. And then he stays in again. Dark Pulse like, Theo the Beast right here. Strange Streams, he does absolutely nothing but figures out his set, so like cool. Good double by Robert for sure. And then Shadow Ball and Bronzong. He's playing pretty offensively, and I think Theo adjusted from that point on pretty well.
He's toxic there.
Yeah, that was a really good toxic. Stays in on the normal Hex, gets up his Rocks. I think that's a good play because even if you get Willow there, it's not the end of the world.
Yeah.
And then he finds out this is Banded Infernape, which is good info because that means Gallade is super free against this team. Stays in Pain Splits, gets more health back. I thought that was a really solid play. He was Ruse Kyurem, which I told him was going to be here. He gets into Gallade, and at this point I'm like, okay, this shit about to do work. Click Zen Headbutt. I'm like, okay, well, what the fuck?
I feel like, did he have SD?
Could have been better.
Oh, also this play. Yes, he did have SD.
Yeah, that was a free SD.
I completely agree. I don't know why he didn't click SD. I mean, I guess like Clef coming in though.
I feel like he could. I felt like he should have been poison jab for Clef.
Oh, I can.
Right,
I told him to run that. We actually have DMs of that where I told him to run poison jab and he forgot to change it. So that was great. So this Volcarona, I wanna rewatch this turn real quick. All right.
It's hilarious.
Hold on. After this shit, Volcarona. Okay. Switches into a body slam, does not get parried on the 60%, and then burns him back like beast, absolute beast.
Yeah, screw Jirachi.
But then he gets the body slam parry anyway. So
yeah,
it's like,
it was like inevitable after that.
Yeah. Jirachi gets the wish off, which sucks because then he's like, for sure this thing gets health back. He does go make the correct play and go into Rotom. Has to catch Toxic, but I think Volto's like 60. Oh wow, okay, never mind. Gets back into Glade again and just kills it off. Then Clef comes in. He's like, okay, perfect. So now I can get my Doug Dibadome in. And Robert makes an awful play. Why would you ever stay in? I mean, I get he doesn't really have great switch-ins, but like, this is the only thing preventing you from losing to Glade, and just stays in catches to put up his rocks.
Yeah, and really what were rocks doing when Mana Buzz was probably boots, Folk was boots.
Yeah.
Like what? Glade's gonna take 6. Yo, big deal.
He fucking saved that Volcarona for a good sack. Now he's back in with Glade, kills the Infernape.
I'm so what was the last move on this Glade other than close combat?
I think knockoff.
Was it X Scissor for the Zaru?
I think it was knockoff.
Was it X Scissor?
I think it was. I really think it was knockoff.
I'm thinking, is it X Scissor for Zaru? Because that doesn't make sense because we got CC. I'm checking Theo's build now because I have it.
But then he volts. I'm like, oh, perfect. The game's fucking over. He goes to Weezing. I was like, perfect. He did everything. I'm like, he lets Weezing die. That's perfect here.
Oh, it was triple Axel.
Oh, yeah, for the glass core that didn't come. He misses the Zen.
Yeah.
I'm like, fuck. The game was over. Like, legitimately, it was over. Rotom didn't live after rocks, and Kyurem dies to CC. So, game over. Robert lost on the spot. It was a 4-0. So then Theo has to do everything he can to get back into this game and somehow get the Clef back into range. At this point, Robert wasn't going to let the Rotom heal anymore. Gets the special attack drop because, of course, he does.
He doesn't have a Clef answer at this point.
Yeah, no. I mean, it's only Bronzong who's at 50%, 41% after rocks.
Right. But as soon as earlier in the match, as soon as I saw the switch out from the Clefable, I think you can kind of tell it didn't have Poison Jab.
What, on Glade?
On the Glade. As soon as he makes that swap, I'm thinking, okay,
well, I mean, once he clicked Zen on the fucking Clef, you knew it wasn't Poison Jab.
He knew, yeah.
Yeah, you knew that.
But I mean, still, even with Zen Headbutt, he put himself in perfect position to kill the Clefable. Like, Theo, with what set he had, did everything right. He just forgot to change it to Poison Jab. Yeah, that's frustrating. Rotom, I believe, goes, and then this part's kind of long. He makes a few good doubles. He finally gets this Rotom into range of dying to rocks. Sacks the Mana Buzz, I think. Oh no, the Rotom. Okay. So that does.
That Mana Buzz just sat in the bag. I think Theo could have sacked it earlier on.
It didn't. It definitely did not do a lot here.
It didn't have a good matchup. I don't know why. I don't know. Yet again, I don't know what he'd bring.
So then on this turn, I think he did a good job SDing because, if he clicks any move there with Kyurem, he lives for sure. And then if he goes to Clef, Zen Headbutt does like 60 min or something like that. 72, probably like 63. Gets the T-Wave, he's like, that's still fine because I outspeed Clef. And then he goes to Kyurem, he's like, okay, I still live, I win the game. Gets parried. And Robert escapes with a 1-0.
Hey, 1-0.
Gets parried again, by the way, just to rub some salt in the wound.
Yeah. Definitely not a pretty game on either side.
No, I think Theo definitely could have played better, but I don't blame him for this game.
Yeah.
Also, Robert didn't say GG.
Sounds about right.
Disrespect.
Well, congratulations, Robert. You're 1-0. Not a whole lot else I can say about that. I think we could probably go on to D2 then. I mean, actually, was there any other transactions for D1 before we move on?
I think we got them all.
Okay. So yeah, D2. Pretty interesting. So we do have a spoiler. Tay did win his week 2 as well. But yeah, I mean,
Tay committed murder week 2.
I think the
well, don't spoil it.
He did.
Spoilers.
We're gonna start with Aaron, which I think was Aaron versus Tay, and I think this was a big eye opener for Aaron. That look, everyone gave you the pre-draft, Aaron's winning. It's
pre-draft title, yeah.
Rude.
It's not that easy.
Rude.
Like, it's not as easy as just having a good team. Because Electabuzz put in work against you, and
Gotta know how to use it.
I'm pretty disappointed with how Aaron played in this game. I know he got parried with a bunch of shit, but like, oh my god, I'm trying to turn the fucking music off again. He U-turned wide, just click fucking Dark Pulse, gets paralyzed.
He asked for static on half these mons.
Yeah, that's the point. And
like Tay did his best job with this build, I think so.
Switches into the water type on Electabuzz. Nice, awesome.
Why is it called Murkrow?
Yeah, that's a lot.
Oh, he told me why it's called Murkrow. Okay, that one sucked. That wasn't his fault.
Yeah, that one, yeah. But yet again, he turned on it again, so he probably would have got it there anyways. And I like the teleport tech by Tay.
Yeah, that was cool. And like, Tay played pretty from ahead like this entire game. Like, he did a really good job of getting into his, good pivots for Barraskewda, like Rocky Helmet, perfect.
Yeah.
Torn is in. At this point, I'm like, it's only the Electabuzz, and that shit's gonna go down, and then, like, but that did nothing. I was like, what the fuck?
Like, max special defense.
But then why would you click U-turn? Like,
why would he U-turn it? Like, he's
just go into fucking Jolteon.
He has to come to realize that he can't touch it. Now it's dead. Like, half his team is compromised by paralysis, so he's not a good sitting.
Dodges the Fire Blast.
I gave Tay crap for this chomp. I gave Tay crap for this chomp set, but it actually worked. Like max special defense or something. I'm not a fan of Tank Chomp at all.
Misses the hypnosis. Tough.
Bro, Aaron can't run hypnosis, bro. He can't be running stuff like this.
Yeah, I don't. Just run Ice Beam.
Like, exactly, yeah.
And then Raikou gets in,
the
and
scissor switch into Garchomp's a little weird.
And then staying in to catch a Fire Blast, not scouting for that at all, is definitely.
You have to be cognizant that it runs like Fire Blast or Fire Fang. I know he said that in like the chat, but you'll see in my match, I was kind of cognizant of like what my opponent had. You'll see it later, but sneak peek.
Has to let his Barraskewda die, just kill the fucking Hitmontop. Jolteon kind of put in the finest here. I'm not gonna lie. He kind of went in. Set up the Rain Dance. Why?
Interesting.
I don't know, bro.
To then go into Scizor. What?
And so now he still has like his Politoed for the rain.
And then I told him, I'm like, yo, it's like, I was like, Politoed can switch into Zard, not like as it's Mega Evolving. I'm like,
and then boom, he let it set up in DD. This match was over.
I can't believe Tay didn't just do it again.
That's 2.
Oh no.
I doubt they'd have deep outrage. Yeah, there we go. That's 3.
I can't believe you didn't just go Dragon Claw.
3.
Dragon Claw +1 probably didn't go by Dragon, so that's probably right. But yeah, I wouldn't run outrage.
And then he gets the confusion kill to make the differential look a little better. But this was a dominant win by Tay. It's a good sign.
Yeah,
I mean,
for Aaron being number 1 in rankings to start the season, that was an ugly loss for him.
Yeah, I think that's an eye opener. I think you lose like that, and you kind of like, after being hyped up a ton, you kind of look at yourself and you're like, all right, I have to show up and actually play these games, So
yeah. Great win for Tay. I feel like that's a big confidence booster. He definitely needed a win 1.
And then, did Tay make transactions? I forget.
Yeah, he dropped Inteleon. Yeah, he picked up Seismitoad.
I think that's great for him. I really think that's a good That's a good. Is it on the sheet yet? I want to look at his thing.
It gives him another rocker. I know that. Oh yeah, he dropped the electric
too
for Shuckle.
I mean, look, I don't like Shuckle, but like, I think Seismitoad's so much better of a fit than Inteleon. That didn't do anything for him. But now, like, his offensive core is kind of scary. Zard, Y, Garchomp, Kartana, Raikou. That's heat. And then, your defense isn't amazing, but like Umbreon, Seismitoad, Togekiss, Hitmontop, they can get the job done. Like, that's not the worst thing in the world. I don't know.
Kartana can sweep if it wants to.
Yeah, like, he has built-in sweepers with Kartana and Garchomp, and then he has just good, like, hard-hitting Mons with Raikou, Zard, Backbone, Mon, and Seismitoad. Yeah, I think this is a really cool team. I think it's way better than what he originally drafted. I think Tay...
It's definitely got potential to go far.
Look, if Tay can rekindle what he's got, which everyone knows he's got it, he's the team to beat. And I know Brady's right here, but it's... This dude was different, and then, decided to go get somebody. We won't, not gonna put him out there on blast, but
spoilers week 2. All right, Paul.
Yeah, I'm happy for Tay. That's really cool. So we can head into the blue game then. Blue versus Buxton.
To be honest, I don't remember any of this other than the fact that I think the Sceptile should have won. I don't remember, but
it was Energy Ball instead of Leaf Storm on Sceptile, I believe.
Something like that, yeah.
This is a weird game. Blue wins, spoiler, but it just...
I don't think it was like a convincing win, though.
No, and Heliolisk did way too much work. this Heliolisk kind of... Why was he Dragon Tail? I just...
That's built different right there.
It's a tech.
Lead seed miss, that's rough for him.
I had to pee. I remember this piss right here. This was a good piss. That was like the Gatorade pee.
Basically, okay.
This game was like...
Talk.
I'm not trying to be mean when I say this. It was boring.
It's forgettable. Yeah.
Why was he superpower also? Why didn't he just...
Superpower Zygarde?
Bro, what was the fucking 1,000 arrow switching?
He was superpower for the Mammo, I know that. But then
and
then why did he stay in? Why did he stay in?
No, base is fucked to stay in and just click Shadow Ball and get the roll. That's such a base play. I love that. He gives no fucks. On that
Diancie, I would have put boy pants on. I would have won straight Mega. That would have been hilarious.
Also, he got the fucking special attack drop to keep the stupid Diancie alive, which sucks. But then
right here, he wins. If he's Leaf Storm right there, he wins. On the spot.
Game over.
Because I don't think Blue had Ice Shard because he was Scarfed.
Yeah.
He could have been Scarfed Ice Shard.
He wins.
Also, he could have went Beedrill and U-turned. That was okay. So we actually have to go back. Why did he go Heatran? Because all right, if you go Beedrill, you U-turn on Mammo. Sack Heatran.
Mammo's. I think he just threw it with Scarf Mammo, so like he's like, oh yeah.
Yeah, but Beedrill outspeed Scarf Mammo guaranteed.
Oh yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
He probably wasn't max speed then.
No, he was. He was sped. He just made it the wrong play. He was max speed for the Scarf Mammo. And
I want you to know, the tech he had on this Heatran that wasn't shown. This Heatran was not shown justice. It was heat.
Okay, you don't have to reveal it, but maybe tell me off here. I kind of want to hear it. Maybe.
I will. I won't reveal it to the whole league, but I'll tell him. Yeah. Okay. I gave it to him because he was desperate, and I'm like, here's this like home run attempt at this.
Okay.
This Hail Mary shot. Like I'm pulling Aaron Rodgers. We're throwing this Hail Mary.
Yeah. I mean, I just think if you U-turn there, you have a shot to win. So that's a little frustrating. Buxton didn't play great this game, but he still had a shot. And then poison jabs for God knows what reason. That was pretty much it. Anything else you guys want to say? Otherwise, we'll probably just keep moving. Because the next game is good old Brady.
Yes.
So, Brady, anything you want to say before I start this game? What you got?
Yeah, so I did run a few mocks with this team. I definitely changed it like a few times like over the course of like the week. I knew that Kyurem was a threat. I knew that Lop was a threat. But the bigger threat was Nasty Plot Rotom, like running in mocks. It was not. I really had no answer to it. I thought like I would like I had a shot to win. Like I knew for sure, like I could just play offensively around it. But I knew that if this thing was nasty plot Rotom, I was a little scared, or like sub roost Kyurem, which we'll find out later it was. But yeah, no, the Rotom scared me a little bit. So no Corv though. Interesting.
I was pretty shocked you brought the Weezing over the Corv. I guess it makes sense because like Mawile.
He didn't have. Oh wait, never mind. He traded for Corv.
Yeah. Pretty solid. Like this is pretty much what I expected, other than maybe Corv over Weezing. But like for all the mocks that we did, this was pretty much like the same thing I brought. So
I was thinking, Corv comes for neutralizing gas for the Mawile mostly.
Oh yeah, right. That is actually
I didn't even. You know what? I didn't even think of that.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it takes away each.
So.
What were you gonna say, Brady?
Like with this game, what it really. Oh yeah, so I was gonna kind of like talk about what my game plan was. Like with this game, I really wanted to try to focus on like momentum, right? So like I knew that like Donphan was gonna come in on the Coco almost every time, and Zarude was almost always gonna click U-turn.
Yeah.
Right. So this play I hated, but I found out it wasn't the worst play in the world. So if you stop it right here.
The sub.
Yeah, like if you go back a few turns.
Okay.
Like to like the Rotom play. So Rotom Volt switches here, right? What I should have done, I should have just like teleported out into Mawile.
Because then you stop the sub from ever going up.
Right, and like when I saw sub, I was like, shoot, like here we go. Like I hope I live, and I did. So I found out it wasn't specs.
The combination of Earth Power and Freeze Dry just like really destroyed you.
It definitely was. Yeah,
tough. And the swap out I never understood. Oh, and this was the thing I wanted to focus on earlier. So like I swapped out Mega Mawile out for the Weezing because I knew that Weezing almost runs like either Fire Blast and or Will-O-Wisp. So I knew like I just was not gonna stay in, and would you know it had Fire Blast. So I was trying to say like earlier with Aaron, like you gotta be cognizant of what moves certain mons can run, like or what tech plays they can run. I know it's a lot, but yeah.
No, I can agree. Yeah. I'm glad you decided to end up going Roost Coco because I think it helped you so much. You could play offensively.
This was a great play by me, not to toot my own horn. I knew that Donphan was going to come in, so I wanted to click Dazzling Gleam.
It was pretty free, yeah. There was no way the Slowbro was staying in there. I think if he went Rotom, that would have sucked, like on the Dazzling Gleam.
I think Rotom was a better switch.
Toxic Rotom. I feel like he should have just went offensive. I don't know if Toxic was the play here. Like, Nasty Plot was super
Nasty
good.
Plot was 100% the play. Nasty Plot was 100% the play.
But yeah, Roost Coco lets you switch into Slowbro, which was so fire. No pun intended on the Fire Blast. And then every time this got in, once Donphan went down, it was Raichu time. You did like I
was able to just really get momentum in, like Volt Switch, teleport, what have you.
So why this play did you not go to Raichu? You teleported. I'm shocked you didn't go to Raichu there.
Why didn't I go to Raichu? Wait, what was Rotom's health?
59.
Go over it. It was Surf was not gonna kill.
Really? Rotom lives a Surf from that range?
Yeah. I don't. If I had hazards up, maybe. I think it was Boots.
Belt.
What was my Raichu?
Yeah.
It was Expert Belt. It was Expert Belt.
I think it killed.
Yeah, that was killing the Rotom.
I was gonna say that. I mean, you do Volt here, and
for some reason I ran the calc and thought like it wasn't going to kill, and then I realized, okay.
I mean, I guess it really did not matter, like whatsoever.
Yeah.
But yeah, Roost Coco just comes
and at this point,
and it ends the game pretty much.
Volt switch, and then Raichu goes ham.
You did land the Focus Blast on the fucking Kyurem later on.
Thank God I did. Oh my God. I covered my eyes when I saw that. I was like, oh, please hit. Please hit. I was like, oh my God.
Yeah, that'd have been a little tough, but yeah, he just calls out the game. I can't believe he didn't like ever go to Lopunny during that whole like stretch.
Never came in.
Yeah, like he just he never won Lopunny at all.
I mean, with Surge Surfer, he wasn't fake out, so you know. Yeah.
Was it not?
No, I don't think so. I think it was Ice Punch return, CC U-turn. Oh, Drain Punch.
No, so, yeah. I could have sworn.
Was it fake? Oh, was it fake out? Why did I'm surprised you didn't ever click it then? Like when it came in. I
think it was fake out.
Huh? Yeah, no, that's just a misplay then on his part. He could have faked out. I'm pretty sure two fake outs might kill the fucking Raichu. It's a Raichu.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, big W for Brady for sure. Like that. first week. We're all telling him, like, your team's fucking good. You're a good player. You're going to do okay. And, no confidence. Brady's over here like, I'm going to lose. And, no, 6-0s. So, I'm proud of him. That's an awesome way to start your season. And,
my team
not an
was
awesome way to start.
Like, towards the end, though.
Oh, no, I mean, but that's just part of keeping 6-0s. You're not going to have everyone at full HP 99% of the time.
Unless you're sweeping.
Bad game of the week. Bro, 2 of my enemies haxed my friends. I hate to see it. You hate to see it. Fucking James Guns versus Chris. Chris was decently confident going this game. He's like, I think I can win this. I agree. I think he outbuilt and outplayed him pretty much the entire game. I think he tried to unthaw with Altaria, and that was just, he's done that before. When he got freezed in NCL, he did the same thing. You can go. He
misplayed early on with that Altaria. Mm-hmm. Other than that, I thought Chris played pretty good.
Yeah, no, I don't think he made it. Oh my god, I left the fucking volume on again. I'm so sorry. So he fire spins, instantly Quag's dead. I'm like, alright, he got him. It's over. Freezes.
What's the Quag, what's it called?
Natural Cure.
No. What's the Quag, or the Altaria Perish Song?
Yes.
Okay, I thought so.
It was Perish Song, Roost. I forget the last move, maybe like Hyper Voice. Honestly, I don't remember offhand, but I know it was Perish Song, Roost, Fire Spin, and game was over. Or not game, but like Quag was dead, and Nihilego. Look at the Quag switch-ins after.
Yeah, I didn't understand why he didn't Natural Cure swap out.
Yeah, no, I can agree. I think you cut your losses at that point. You just work at something later. And that's just part of Chris. He's still a new player. This is only his second ever draft league, and to get frozen first turn is it's really tough. And
not what you want.
But James did not play good in this, like the rest of this game. I don't think he played.
No, he didn't at all.
He gave Chris a chance to come back. Ice beams. Does he freeze this or no? It's the Pangoro Ice Punch later. Beast just clicks Hurricane 2 times. Lands. Beast. And then Ice Punch freezes. I'm just like, are you fucking my? I hate this. I hate this motherfucker. Why'd he say LOL? Like, go fuck yourself. I hate you. I do not like this human being. And then why Scald? Was he no EQ? I forget.
No, he was EQ he didn't plug it.
Okay, then that's just a bad play as well.
He said he was trying to call the swap, but like it's a +1 Zard.
It's a +1 Zard. You don't call the swap.
He's clicking outrage.
You live for another day. Whip a Tesla.
I saw +1 like I saw D-Dan Zard like, oh, how does he win?
Yeah, it was
like pressure Zapdos. It was pressure Zapdos. If it was static, at least he had a chance.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yeah. Dang.
Well, and then he autotomizes. Fucking dies. I was dead, bro.
And then just drops.
Like, come on. Oh my god. It makes I think that's a tough, like, I know it seems obvious, switching dark type into dark type move, but like, that's not a given right there. Triple Axel like does nothing. I'm like, what the fuck, bro? And then
so good.
It doesn't kill.
Why didn't he click Strange Steep?
I have no idea. I really don't.
That killed.
But then here's the worst part. He had Ice Shard. He just didn't click it. And then
that rage, and then V3 kills.
Not like Ice Shard gonna kill.
No, but V3 did.
But I should have been rage. No, but it would have won.
Rage.
No, you're right.
So I know Chris. I'm sure he was tilted. Like, I was at work, so I didn't even. I was coming in and out of this game, trying to watch it, and I just kept seeing like. It was so frustrating. I don't know. I really, really wish he could have pulled it out.
Yeah, no. This was Chris. This was Chris's win. Like, he just didn't click Ice Shard. That's why he lost.
Yeah, that's tough.
I think he'll be back though. I really do. I think this showed at least. James has been pretty much a D3, D2 mainstay, like, playoff coach, and Chris outplayed him or not even outplayed him, but just like had better Pokemon. Maybe it's just that his team's so bad.
Stuck in there pretty much.
Yeah. So I think Chris will bounce back. I still think he's a playoff team, and I would bet money that he wins at least one playoff game if it's not bad matchup. So, yeah.
That team's a playoff team.
Chris is a good dude and a solid team. And then Texas Beach Boy gets a win over Paul.
The GOAT hero gets his win.
over Paul.
Look, hold on. Hero, okay, let's just go over the card backs.
Mm-hmm.
Hero's got a Dragapult, a Zeraora, and a Rillaboom. Who do you think the star of this match is?
Hitmonchan.
It's the Hitmonchan. Yeah. You can play this thing on hyper fast, bro. This game sucks.
I'll play it on fast. I'm not gonna be mean. But he misses the Willow. It's like, okay, well that fucking sucks. But no, don't worry. I made sure I put some investment. Misses the second Willow. I'm like, fuck.
No, bro.
And then he says unlucky. Yeah, we know. What the fuck is that? Does he get burned on this? Oh no, he subs. That's right. I don't know, man. I was.
Bro, it was Scarf for Rillaboom. Like, why are you running Scarf? You got Grassy Glide.
He was Scarf Grassy Glide.
It was Specs Zeraora. It was Specs Zeraora, Bandit, or Specs Dragapult, Bandit Zeraora, Scarf Rillaboom.
Oh my god.
I told Hero, please don't run
Mono choice.
Yeah, please don't run Mono Choice ever again.
That's heat. That's really fire. It makes a really good play. By the way, this was, other than the fact that Earthquake's weakened in terrain, I mean, that was a pretty solid play.
Yeah, this stealing from an issue.
Yeah, the stealing definitely was an issue for the fucking, like, just everybody. Goes to the Volk. Does he get the burn? He does.
Let's not talk about this. Let's not talk about this this Volcarona set.
Oh no.
Bro, Hitmonchan took nothing.
I was fine with you. Turning toxic. You know, I'm okay. Like, yeah, okay. But like, you're a Volcarona, bro. You got the best move in the game. Click Quiver Dance, please.
Yeah, but like, I appreciate Paul at least. Like, you know, he's not bringing the same like basic sets. He's trying to be different and like, you know,
right.
I don't know.
Yeah, that's fine. But like sub quiver stabs, I felt just ran through here.
Yeah, but that didn't do anything.
Like,
to
there were lanes for him to click quiver. I'll leave it at that. There were lanes.
Yeah, it's not. Yeah,
but
yeah,
I mean, to be fair, also he didn't bring Vaporeon, which I think was like, you know,
that was the throw.
Right.
Like that's. I don't think we should blame Paul for Hero not bringing something that obviously makes sense.
I mean, but the AV Hitmonchan clearly was the better answer.
Hey, I mean, he put in work. He put in the finest. I won't.
That Hitmonchan put.
All right, I'll put in a hyper fast for the rest of this, but like, he makes good plays of never letting him. Oh, he did click Heavy Slam there. I was like, why? Just click EQ. Never let him roost. Yeah, no, you just play this game.
Play around this roost.
And then fucking Hitmonchan lives.
And the Hitmonchan lives, and then wait. It gets more damage off. I don't think Paul had, Paul didn't have protect on the Ed Clef, otherwise I feel like Paul could have come back.
Never, by the way, this thing never gets a fucking Fiery Dance boost, like the entire time. Like he clicks this move like a lot.
Yeah, that would.
Yeah, there's a reason I don't run that move.
He clicked it 5 times and didn't get a boost. That is tough. Like that's anti-Paul factor right
what
there.
What did you get one?
What's the boost?
+1 special attack.
Yeah.
No. What's the chances?
50%. Yeah. It's a 50-50 every time you click it. And then, fucking Rillaboom and Dragapult put in a ton of work, so. Yeah, disappointing loss for Paul.
Paul really didn't have a Dragapult answer either.
Mm-hmm. Not a ton of teams do. Let's, keep it $150. Oh, the best game of the week, though. We saved it for last, I think, right? Yes, we saved it for last. The best game of the week. Noah versus Taylor. There we go.
This is the dumbest bet that should have
My boy Taylor.
All he had to do was click. No. All he had to do was click Rock Slide, and his problems were solved. That's all he had to do.
No. This was great. I think he played great. You guys were shitting on Venusaur being here. I disagree completely. I think it was really good for the Gren and the Florges.
I don't know. I don't think sub Venusaur was the option.
That's fair. I don't know. I thought it was a cool you could sub on an offensive switch in, if you went Zard or Pinsir on you. You can kind of make your play from there. But I guess that's, agree to disagree. I thought Charizard was kind of weird here.
I just thought reliable recovery was better for him.
That's fair, yeah. Roost Latios put in a ton of work. Wait, what?
Shockingly, the regular Zard gave Taylor problems.
Yeah, a little bit. I didn't think it was
he kept switching. He's like, oh yeah, he's got Air Slash. Oh wait, he's got Dragon Balls. Wait, he didn't go to he never went to the Togekiss for some reason.
Mm-hmm. And then was this the one?
Yeah.
Oh my!
All we had to do was Rock Slide, and his problems were solved. I don't know why.
And then he flinches.
I don't know.
I love Taylor. I love him so much, but fuck, dude, that was so bad. Why?
I barely know Taylor, but
Taylor's defense on hyper fast.
What'd you say, Brady?
I don't know Taylor too much, to be honest, but I know I've faced against someone that can have creative sets. It's like boom or bust, really. So Taylor can either have a really good season or just terrible.
He's the definition of boom or bust, 100%.
Right.
Yeah, emphasis on the boom, but add an ER at the end.
Wow, hey dude. And then he gets the wrong song back. The hell, bro, it's time. I don't know. This game was pretty solid. Definitely the speed swap was stupid as fuck, but it's Taylor, so it's the double volt.
Oh god, he volt switched the ground 3 times.
He just kept doing it. He did not give a fuck.
And he knew he had Smackdown. So
yeah, why? Goes Latios. I thought that was a good play.
We're not doing it a third time.
Also, bro, fucking Noah living everything on 1 HP. This was a beast play.
This was egregious. This switch was egregious.
What do you mean? That was an awful play by.
By Noah, yeah, but it was a beast play by.
Yeah, I was insane.
And when he go Togetic, if he clicked DD again, this game was over. Then Zong
Let's
comes
stop
in.
This, man. Yeah.
This is where the speed swap actually came in.
No. The speed swap gave me cancer because then he does it again, and then he outspeeds on the speed swap. Where is it? Hold on, it's after.
It's the pincer. He speed swaps.
Yeah, he's faster than he speed swap. Why?
Oh my god! I've
never seen a dumber play, bro. He speed swapped once. When he didn't need to, and then he both switches a ground type twice, and then he speed swaps again when he doesn't need to.
I just don't.
This match was hilarious. It was hilarious.
This is peak Taylor, 100%.
I took a risk assuming his pencil was faster so I could get a better differential. But did you have Mew speed or something?
Bro, he risked the whole game.
He really did. He really did.
For no reason.
Look,
he was trying to defend himself.
All right, let's keep it in perspective, though. All right.
Okay. Well,
Noah is a pretty solid, we would say, lower tier coach, of the lower divisions. Noah's up there, I mean, he played pretty well against him, all things considered. So, all in all, I think this bodes well for Taylor that he played kind of weird and still beat Noah. I don't know. I'm just saying.
I got Noah next, so building from you is not going to be fun.
I mean,
I'm ghosting everyone against Taylor now after that match. Every week we're prepping for speed swap fronts.
Dude, he talked about. I can't reveal anything, but he was talking about it again, and I'm like, no, this needs to go in the dumpster.
Bro, we were in Colony wanted to bring it again. We talked him out of it. It's please, bro, please stop.
Look, Taylor's just different, all right? He's just built different.
Built different.
But I don't think we're going to cover VGC. I'm going to, we can talk about the outcomes. I'll be on this. We're not going to go through all the replays because, they're best of 3, and I'm not opening 55 replays and going through everything. Slink with a really dominant win over, I believe, Gironda. And...
huge.
Kind of just pushed his shit in the whole time. Rhyperior, it was just really good matchup for him, so there's not a ton you can say about it. But, yeah, Rhyperior went in, so... cool. If you guys have anything you want to say, I don't know anything about VGC. Not going to pretend to.
Neither do I.
Yeah. Let me look at Slink's team real quick, see if I remember this match. I don't remember anything next. So
It was just right here.
Oh wait, no wait. It was just the Hatterene and Indeedee didn't do anything. I think something like that.
They like set up Trick Room and then Scott also like I just want to say Jake is currently tied for 4th right now. You'd love to see it. Jamicki is not running this league quite yet. Scott with a solid W. Not a ton going on there. Crocodile stole the show for Ant. So that was kind of cool. Tristan, I think, played really, really well. He did go to Game 3 with Ace, and what was it? Drakeazold was like an absolute fucking beast for him. Jake was really cool. He had like mixed Cinderace, and that was Dynamax. And then Shoops somehow pulls off the 1-0 reverse sweep on Monster to win in 3.
I forget what Shoops had.
Decorate.
Shoops balled. I forgot. Yeah, Shoops balled out. I forgot. He did great in that match. He played around the what's it called? The Instruct Oranguru. I think that's what it is.
Yeah,
right?
And then Rain.
Monster had. Yeah, and then but like Monster brought he played that tech really early on, like Game 1. I don't know why he didn't try to push it later. Like, because that was his win con. Everyone knew that was his win con.
I agree. Yeah, I think Monster definitely blew the lead. He had a chance to win that in 2, and then instead loses in 3. That's pretty tough.
Yeah.
I think Ace played really solid versus Tristan and went to also a Game 3. The only person I was pretty disappointed with overall was, Monster, obviously, but then Geronda played like ass cheeks. I mean, I know the matchup wasn't good, but, like, he didn't look like he knew what he was doing out there, like, at all, which, to be fair, I wouldn't either.
He doesn't, yeah.
But yeah, like I said, we're not going to go too in-depth with this. Shout out to Slink being, like, ranked 11 on the draft and number 1 after week 1. That's cool. So,
first.
Yeah. Brady, I just want to say thank you for joining us. Anything you want to promote, like a Twitter, anything like that you got?
No, not. I mean, I have an Instagram if like people want to follow me there.
Okay. What you got?
Just Arbor. Like if you type my name, like Arbor has the
We'll drop the link in the description.
I'll leave the link in the description. Make sure you follow me on Twitter at Based Mystery. My old account was banned for telling Terry Bradshaw to fall off a building. And yeah, I think we're gonna wrap it up there. I just want to thank you all so much for watching. Don't forget to like, favorite, and subscribe if you've done so. I will talk to y'all later. And as always, I'm winning.